Hi there. Welcome to Apple World Envision. One day you awaken. You're 6'3", brimming with a huge number of dollars, having 11 extravagant vehicles prepared to drive in your carport, and a great many dollars of garments to wear. Might you at any point mess this up that you developed with difficult work and sweat? This is the way Andrew Tate depicts himself. Yet, is he actually a motivation for all to follow? Andrew Tate, a 36-year-old who used to be known for his expert kickboxing and who had come out on top for not one but 4 titles in kickboxing, has now been named a sexist and an enemy of women's activists. He was captured in December 2022 for illegal exploitation and different allegations. As of late, his release from prison has caused mayhem to engage in virtual entertainment. Do you think the charges are legitimate? Do you think letting him out of prison was smart at all? Let us enlighten you more in this video. However, before we get everything rolling, Andrew was originally found on an unscripted English television show, Elder Siblings, in 2016. However, he was taken out of the show after the delivery of a video of him going after a lady. In light of that video, Andrew expressed that the video was a phony and had been altered exclusively to make him look terrible, thus starting all the discussion, and obviously, like whatever other big name, this debate turned into the justification for his distinction. Andrew Tate has become more well-known after the different meetings and web recordings in which he said stuff which might have come hostile to many individuals. Through these adages, he's acquired a huge number of supporters and darlings, as well as has now made huge number of critics for himself. In a digital recording, he made statements like, "I think the ladies have a place with the men, or my chicks don't go to the club without me in the event that my lady even likes a buddy's Instagram picture shit." Set the entryway. At first, individuals began to think he was saying this to acquire distinction like he did from the video before, yet after a really long time, things went crazy. This multitude of colloquialisms made a commotion among the women's activists. They accepted this as an immediate assault on them and began their own publicity against him. Many voices were raised by the women's activists against Andrew's decision to drop or restrict him from virtual entertainment. The women's activists guaranteed that through his chauvinist recordings and webcasts, he advocates for a conventional type of manliness, contending that men are the defenders while ladies are their compliant overseers, at least sooner or later. Andrew was restricted to numerous web-based entertainment stages. Twitter had prohibited Tate after the arrival of a video in which Tate said that ladies ought to bear liability for being physically attacked. Yet, since Elon Musk has assumed control over Twitter, he has lifted the prohibition on Andrew Tate. In a meeting with a YouTuber, Andrew acknowledged that he was totally a misanthrope. He added, "I'm a pragmatist, and when you're a pragmatist, you're a misogynist." Tolerating every one of the titles that were named to him exacerbated him furthermore, expanding the quantity of his own skeptics. Andrew referred to women as well as slammed mental illnesses, calling them unbelievable or powerless. Mental illness is now considered an actual infection, and people with such issues are treated similarly, with almost no negative talk about it in online entertainment. Andrew Tate believes himself to be sufficiently valiant to reprimand on such a delicate subject and claims to deal with the impending results, yet presently, from the vibes of it, we don't believe he's taking care of it too well. In many meetings, he has said that he needed to confront uneasiness and weight on a certain level from being shot constantly for his show. He likewise had begun to think about it as a prison, yet he doesn't appear to be treating it in a serious way. Now he expressed that he's back. Ian making statements like melancholy isn't genuine, which set off individuals with such issues. Now we accept there's a third gathering following Andrew Tate, his sweethearts, his critics, and the third who follow him just for his money-related exhortation. Tate has moved toward $365 million in total assets through his kickboxing vocation as well as through numerous organizations, rich vehicles and digital currency and so on. Individuals with a mentality for a business startup will more often than not follow his strides. Yet in that frame of mind, with numerous discussions spinning around Tate, he likewise had meet with a 19-year-old Greta Thunberg, who's a lobbyist, and talked about the environmental emergency on a global level. How could she end up moving into all the questions about Andrew Tate? It additionally began when Tate tweeted her taunting about his 33 vehicles and how much emanations his vehicles discharge. Furthermore, he requested her email to give her data about the harmless ways of having a superior way of life. This was obviously viewed as a work by Andrew Tate to incite Greta. Because of this strange tweet, Greta answered his tweet likewise and surrendered to him an email ending with getalife.com. As per different reports, this tweet made history and turned into the most loved tweet, with 3.5 million preferences in only 2 days. This show didn't end here. Andrew chose to take it on one more level. Only a couple of hours after Greta's answer, Andrew posted a video on his Twitter ridiculing Greta once more, wearing a Versus robe and asking somebody off camera to bring him pizza and ensure that the crates are not reused. Their contempt towards Andrew just developed increasingly, yet that pizza set him back much more than he had expected after a brief time while the accompanying video was posted. Andrew Tate and his sibling, Tristan Tate, were captured in Romania. This capture was on December 29, 2022. Virtual entertainment clients recommend that the pizza confine the video to assist the Romanian specialists with finding him, and his self-image drove him to imprison. The specialists later uncovered the justification behind his capture. They expressed that there were different charges against him for illegal exploitation and extraordinary attacks, and correspondents expressed that the two siblings were blamed for making and sorting out a wrongdoing bunch, determined to enroll lodging and taking advantage of ladies by constraining them to make explicit substance intended to be seen on unique sites for an expense. Greta pursued her retribution on Andrew Tate by tweeting that this happens when you don't reuse your pizza boxes. But you never, in fact, referenced Andrew's name in a video made during his capture. Andrew Tate can be heard saying that the lattice has gone after me. Do you believe there's a profound significance behind it? Who do you believe is the genuine grid? The day after his capture, Romanian court had governed for Andrew Tate to stay in care for the following 30 days. This detainment was stretched out for 30 additional days for the rest of February. Once more, it got reached out for an additional 30 days till the finish of spring, Tate pursued. Against the appointed authorities' choice, however, it got dismissed quickly at last. Andrew was delivered on spring 31 and has been on house capture since 2 Romanian ladies connected with the examination were like. He was delivered close by the siblings. Now everybody should think similarly as he attempted to communicate something specific. During his capture, he should have a remark after his delivery. 2. In the wake of being in prison for a considerable length of time, Andrew Tate said a fair outcome will be given by pursuing, with a pool of correspondence, the powerhouse. Andrew expressed that the adjudicators they caught wind of today were extremely mindful, and the siblings had regard for them. He taunted the past adjudicators who denied their requests, saying they were not fair enough towards them. Andrew Tate further said that he has no hatred in his heart for the nation of Romania, and that he simply puts stock in reality. Adding to this, he said that he accepts that the fire of reality will overwhelm every one of the untruths, and that whoever lies for a sufficiently long time will think twice about it. He expressed that no opportunity of his is being found blameworthy by his sibling. Tristan Tate added that there was no proof against him or his sibling, which was the justification behind his